Hi Marshmallows, welcome back to another video. Today is another celebrity reading. Woo! Today we are doing Scotty and Lemmy from Zeus Network, y'all. Hey, I mean, y'all have been asking me to do them for like a hot little minute. It's not really in popular demand, but I decided why not, because recently it has come out that they are pregnant with a girl. I was gonna try to guess the gender, but they already revealed that they're pregnant with a girl, so congratulations, I guess. But if you guys don't know the history between Scotty and Lemuel from Zeus Network, Lemuel is the CEO of Zeus Network, a filming production company that is very ghetto, very ghetto, ratchet, like it's giving gutter butter behavior. And Scotty is a cast member on the show Baddies. And they have like 60 different spin-offs of the baddies, premiere brand, whatever you want to call it. Whatever you want to call it. I believe currently they are filming Baddies USA, or they are in the process of filming Baddies USA. I'm not exactly sure what the filming looks like and how long that takes. But yeah, basically a CEO was effing with the employee, and now the employee has become the boss lady, aka Scotty. If y'all want to know my personal opinion, on the original like seasons of Baddies before it became this big thing, when Scotty first appeared on the show, I actually didn't like her. And that's how I knew she was messing, because before it was like rumored that her and Lemmy were messing around, but it wasn't confirmed yet because nobody had a hardcore evidence, but it was rumored, right? I knew for a fact that Scotty was messing with Lemuel because when Scotty first came on Baddies, she was boring as fuck. Like, I'm gonna say it, she was boring. I felt like she didn't really add anything. Like, she added something, but it was like a little bit. Like, it's giving salt and pepper. Where's the adobo? Where's the paprika? Where's the black pepper? Like, where's the seasoning? Like, I just felt like she was very boring and she did the bare minimum. So when she kept coming back season after season, that's when I knew, oh yeah, the rumors are true, bitch. Because how the hell are you still here and you're giving us nothing? You're essentially giving us nothing, right? Also, their meeting, I guess you can say, or the beginning of their relationship was very messy because while him and Scotty were messing around, Lemuel was still in a relationship with this girl. I believe her name is like Tanisha or something like that. She is also a co-founder of Zeus Network. Lemuel and this girl Tanisha were together basically before Zeus, and she basically helped him come up with Zeus. And yeah, he basically effed her over and started messing with Scotty. So yeah, let's see how this is gonna turn out. Let's read on it. But without further before we get into that, girl, hi, my name's Soraya. I'm a psychic intuitive. I do readings, personal readings, love readings, um, all sorts of readings, career finance readings. I do spiritual readings. Like I can read on if there's any spirits around you. I can read on your animals, your pets, all the above. Please go check out my website. It'll be linked down below. I also have a Patreon where there are other sorts of videos featured on there. Also, I have my spells on there, love spells, money spells, hexes, and other celebrity readings. And yes, I also have a Discord so you can talk to me one on one or in a community, right? Because that's my little community over there. So go check out all those links down in the description below. Let's get right into it. As I'm channeling, I will be looking at a picture of them. Let's get straight to it. So, first of all, these two are not even equally yoked. Why are they even together, right? That's the first thing that pops in my head when I look at these two. Why are they together? These two are completely mismatched. I don't see how. I mean, I see how they got together, but I don't see it. Like you can even see a visual representation that ugh, Scotty needs to be with a man. Like I see Scotty's real partner. Like this is not her forever partner. This is not her soulmate. This is not who she's meant to be with in this lifetime. Her actual partner is way taller. Like she needs to be with an actual man. I feel like Lemmy is still a boy, and I'm not just talking about his stature and his height. I feel like even in his mannerisms, his mindset, he still has the mindset of a boy, right? We get it, like men and women mature at different times. Men usually mature a lot later than women, but there's something about Lemmy, he's just like all the way behind. I don't know. I'm not saying he is mentally delayed. I don't think he is. He just is very immature. She needs to be with a man. I see her being with a man, a grown man that's chill. very masculine. He does a lot of manly stuff. Like he possibly could work on a lot of things. Maybe he plays a manly sport. Like I see her being with a football player. I don't see her being with a basketball player. I see her either being with a football player or somebody that does hardware stuff, like works on houses, fixes cars. Like I see her being with an actual man. She needs to be with a family man. First of all, they're trying to build a house on a shaky foundation, right? Off rip, I could tell you they're not gonna last. I give it about like till the child is 5 to 10 years old. They're going to break up very, very soon after the child is like 5 or 10 years old, between those ages. Because yeah, they are very incompatible. I don't even know why the fuck they're together. I don't know what brought them together necessarily. I don't know if it was just, hey, we're both around each other, we always see each other. Convenience could have been one of the thing why they got together, but yeah, these two are not equally yoked at all. Scotty, there's just a sense of uncertainty around this relationship. I feel like they both want to make it work. I feel like Scotty will continue to pursue this relationship. I feel like there will be moments where she wants to leave, but she will continue to pursue this relationship because of appearances. That's what I heard. Because of the look. Right? The overall look, it looks good. Also, she's messing with the big guy, the boss. He's the one that's in charge of like a lot of stuff in Zeus. First of all, I think I mentioned this before in a reading I did on Zeus Network. Excuse me, Lemmy, the CEO, he does not have as much control as he lets on. I feel like he makes a lot of the decisions, but when it comes to the real basis of it, like the funding, the money, I don't think he has that much control. I feel like Zeus gets funded by people. I don't know. I'm seeing men in business suits, and I just don't feel like Lemmy is the big powerhouse behind it. I feel like he controls it. He's the manager, but he's not the head. You feel me? Like he's not what really moves the network. He just makes a lot of the decisions. So there's that, right? Um I'm also hearing it's going to be very hard to leave him now. I feel like there will be some sort of abuse in this relationship, and I'm not necessarily getting physical abuse. There could be physical abuse, but the main sort of abuse that I'm getting is financial abuse. So, for example, financial abuse and emotional abuse, right? So, I feel like when this baby is born, Lemuel will use the baby to basically control and manipulate Scotty. First of all, Lemuel is a very insecure man. I feel like he has a lot of fragile masculinity. And I feel like that's because he didn't have a very secure self esteem as a kid. So that's kind of stuck with him. Y'all, please, before you get into relationships, heal your inner child. Please heal your inner child. I'm looking at my mic because it was dead. I just charged it. Um, yeah. Okay. I hope my mic is fine. Anyways, so I feel like he will try to control Scotty through financial abuse. He will use a lot of things, hold a lot of things over her. So I feel like very quickly, once the baby is born, this relationship will start to feel very suffocating for Scotty. I feel like Scotty will continue to feel suffocated and controlled. Like I see a bird in a cage. You know what I mean? Like she's gonna feel very caged up and like she's unable to really do a lot of things. And yeah, honestly, I don't see Lemmy cheating for like the first 2 years. I see him actually being very committed in the beginning, and I feel like it's because Lemmy is very picky. Now, I do feel like in the beginning of their relationship, it feels like Lemmy was juggling Scotty along with multiple other girls, but in terms of actually like settling down and emotionally investing into a girl, it feels like Lemmy's picky. But when it comes to messing around and having intercourse, it doesn't feel like he's picky when it comes to like messing around. Like most dudes, he's down for whatever as long as it has a hole, I guess. But when it comes to actually like being in a relationship, he's picky with that, right? He's picky with who he chooses to actually invest in. And it feels like he landed on Scotty, but I do see him like give it about like a year or two after this baby is born, there's going to be rumors of him sleeping with other castmates on Zeus network. And I feel like this will make Scotty very insecure. I feel like we'll actually start to see her crash out. Again, this is after the baby is born, 1 or 2 years later. After the baby is born, we're gonna start to see her crash out, and we're gonna start to see how this relationship will drain her. I feel like after she gives birth, again, give it 1 to 2 years, if not immediately, like you're gonna start to see her look very drained. I feel like she's partially gonna lose a bit of her spark because this relationship is not fulfilling for her at all. Why the fuck Scotty, give that dog away. Like, why do you have the dog? Like, you have the dog in this terrible environment. Like, literally, there was text messages of you telling another castmate. I think it was what's that girl with the annoying voice? The girl with the annoying voice. I don't know, but she was like, "How can I not get anybody down? It's not anybody being Stunner Girl." You was telling Stunner Girl that Lemmy was choking your dog out. Yes, they have accusations already. Allegedly, you were telling this girl about how Scotty was choking your dog out because y'all got in an argument. You seen all that and you still decided to get pregnant. Like, what do you think is gonna happen with a baby? Now, I don't see Scotty. I mean, I don't see Lemuel physically abusing the baby, but again, he will use the baby as leverage when it comes to the relationship, right? I do see Lemmy. I see one of two things happening, right? Because eventually Scotty will leave Lemmy. Yes, Scotty will leave Lemmy. I don't see Lemmy leaving Scotty because he's insecure. And I feel like there's this fear of her moving on to bigger and better things, right? It feels like he knows Scotty is a baddie. He knows Scotty is a catch. And I think he's afraid to lose her because he doesn't want to see her move on to something better, right? He knows that there's better. Because like I said, I feel like Lemmy, this whole notion that Lemmy's the big boss, I don't believe it. I think he's just the manager. He manages the Zeus network, but he's not the let me tell you something. The one that really has all the weight is the one that pays, the one that owns it. You know what I mean? The person that actually owns it. Maybe not on paper, but the one that invests money into the company. That's the one that really owns it, right? I don't see that being Lemmy. So there's that. I feel like Lemmy's kind of a puppet. He's controlled by whoever invests money into Zeus Network. He is controlled by them. Okay. Where was I? What was I saying? Yes, there's gonna be multiple attempts of Scotty trying to leave Lemmy with the baby. I feel like especially when the baby is born, it's gonna take the baby being born for her to realize that this is not a healthy, safe environment for a child to be raised in, and she's going to leave. I feel like her family will also be a big factor. I feel like once the baby is born, her family is going to be a bit more involved in their relationship, and they're going to tell her, look, sis, this man is fucking crazy. You need to leave his ass alone. All right. So there's that. I feel like we could even start to witness some of that on uh the shows, whatever show she's on, baddies. They may even get their own show. I feel like that's possible. I feel like Scotty, I see her possibly getting her own spin-off show. But let me just say this. Whenever Scotty and Lemmy decide to depart officially, like whenever they officially break up, Scotty will leave the company. She's gonna have to because I feel like out of spite, Lemmy will start to he'll start to cut her pay. Again, financial abuse is a very big role in this relationship. Speaking of like her getting favoritism, I feel like that's one of the big factors that everybody knew that Scotty and Lemmy were messing around. I feel like Scotty gets a lot of favoritism and it kind of makes a lot of the other girls jealous. I feel like they talk shit about her a lot. Girls that she think are cool with her have talked shit about her. And I feel like it's a lot of the girls, if not all of the girls. I even feel like Natalie None has done it before where she's like, yeah, Scotty's only where she's at because she's fucking with Lemmy, which it is what it is, right? It's the truth. Don't hate the player, hate the game. But yeah, I do.
OMG, I ran out of storage space. Anyways, as I was saying, I do feel like Scotty, if you ever watch this, which I don't feel like she will, girl, them friends are not your friends, okay? They was all talking shit about you because you was getting special treatment. And yeah, I'm not gonna lie, if I was on the show, I'd be mad too. Like, girl, what? You mean to tell me she gets a raise just for sitting there and she don't even do shit? Meanwhile, we're fighting like fucking Lord of Flies. You know what I mean? Like we're over here fighting for our lives and we barely get any pay. Like fuck no. But yeah, so I do sense a lot of fakeness around them. Anyways, in terms of the eventual breakup, because like I said, there will be a breakup. If these two stay together, it's going to be to their own detriment. It's going to be through gritted teeth, right? Like gritted teeth meaning they have to bear it. Like when you don't really want to do something but you're just doing it. Like it's going to be out of sheer just appearances, wanting to keep up with appearances. Anyways, Scotty will face some sort of a embarrassment. I don't know why, but I feel like again, this is all when the baby is born. I feel like it'll be intentional. Like Lemmy will try to intentionally embarrass Scotty to kind of humble her because again, this is somebody who he himself does not have any sort of self-esteem. So, the only sort of self-esteem he can have is by bringing others down. So yeah, I do feel like Lemmy will try to do various things to embarrass Scotty and partially it'll work. But Scotty's gonna bounce back right back, and she will eventually leave him. Like, there's nothing he's gonna try to do everything in his power to kind of like stop her from leaving him, but it is eventual. It's gonna happen. These two are not meant to be together any fucking ways. When it comes to the child, I don't see Lemmy being that involved. I see him, like, coming to major events like birthday parties, this, that, and a third. But for the most part, on a day-to-day basis, Scotty will be raising this child on her own. I feel like Scotty should really rely on her family at this moment in time, because her family is really what's going to be there to, help her raise this child. Honestly, sister, I would look into child support. Okay, find a way to squeeze every last dime out of this man. I feel like she will. I feel like she will eventually, like, he's gonna be on child support. I don't know why, but I don't feel like Scotty's gonna be like asked out when it comes to financially taking care of this child. I feel like he will be helping whether he likes it or not. And so yeah, that's either through consent and either through him willingly doing it, or Scotty will be going to child support. But I just don't feel like he'll be an easy partner when it comes to raising this child. Like, it's already hard raising children, period. And when you add a difficult partner on top of that, like, it's going to be 10 times harder. So Scotty's going to be stressed out. But yeah, I do see Scotty eventually moving on to, I don't see her moving on to a rapper. I don't think she really likes rappers like that. I see her being with either a basketball player or a football player. I can't tell which one. I feel like she should be with a football player. I don't know why, but I just feel like basketball players are not good for her. Like, they're not going to be good for her either. But either way, she's going to move on to an athlete. I don't really see her being with an artist. I see her like messing around, probably casually talking to like rappers and stuff like that. But honestly, sister, you are a football wife. Like, I'm saying that in a nice way. Like, it's a compliment. Like, you are on the sidelines, hair done, nails done. Like, honestly, Scotty, you made a huge mistake. They're not even married, which honestly, I wouldn't recommend Scotty even get married to this man. I wouldn't even recommend she had a baby with him. Like, girl, you should never had a baby with him. Girl, it's possibly not too late. Maybe you could go to the clinic. I don't know. But the next best course of action, girl, you need to start thinking 5 steps ahead. Okay, if I was Scotty, or listen, if you're watching this video, get a lawyer quickly. With the money that he's giving you, all them Birkin bags, you better sell them bitches and get a nice high pricey lawyer so you can get the nicest high priced child support that you can ever get. Okay, you and that baby will be set. You go ahead, raise that child for like 5 years on your own, and then you start dating and you move on to a football player. And yeah, you live that rich football player life, and then she could eventually, get be on Real Housewives of Football Players or whatever the fuck. Yeah, I see Scotty, like, Scotty will be okay. I don't feel like this is the end of her life. Again, I do see this leading her to a depression. I feel like postpartum she'll be very angry. Postpartum will make her very agitated and angry. I even feel like towards the end of her pregnancy she'll just be very agitated, and I feel like she'll possibly even get disgusted with Lemuel, which it happens, y'all. For some reason, I feel like it's because when a girl becomes pregnant, that main priority then becomes the child. Like, it's not the man, it's no longer the relationship. You can no longer ignore the man's faults because, again, the main priority becomes the child. So, yeah. I don't see the relationship lasting more than 5 years. I'm going to be real with you. Like, I don't see it lasting more than 10 years. I don't see it lasting more than 7. Once that baby is born, they will, like, shit's gonna start going downhill. Again, if they stay together for more than 5 to 7 years, it's going to be through gritted teeth. All right. 2026, they're going to be coasting through. 2027, I feel like, is when shits is going to start to get real. Okay. 2028, 2029, they should be broken up by 2030 for sure. They should be breaking up by 2030. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Please let me know your thoughts, questions, concerns down in the comments below. And yeah, happy baby. I mean, I love whenever a girl is pregnant with another girl, like whenever a daughter is brought into this world, I'm just like, yes, we need more feminine energy in this world. Like, I'm always happy whenever I find out that anybody's pregnant with a girl. Like, I'm just like, yes. Yes, it's crazy because I'm actually wearing all blue right now, but technically I should have worn pink. Oh well. Anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Please let me know your thoughts, questions, concerns down in the comments below. Let me know what other recommendations y'all have for me, who y'all want me to read on, what y'all want me to read on, and yeah, I'll see y'all on the next one. Peace.